So let us get started with our lesson. We'll place our capo to the 4th fret of the guitar, and our guitar is on standard tuning. So let me show it to you the inter part of this arrangement at first, and we'll try to break it down step by step. So let us learn this part at first. So for this, we begin by playing the open second string, and then hit the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and then again hit the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Okay, like this. And then we come to the A minor chord, and here we play the 5th string, and then 1st string, and then 2nd strings together, like this. Okay. And after that, on the same A minor chord, we hit the strumming from the lower end of the guitar, that is 1st string, 2nd string, and 3rd string, like this. Okay. You hit the up stroke on the guitar, like this. Not all the strings, but just the 1st string, 2nd string, and 3rd string on the A minor chord. Okay. Okay. So you hit the up stroke for 2 times, like this, like this, and after that you hit the down stroke from the 4th string till the 1st string, like this. After you hit the down stroke from here, you have the sudden pause, like this, okay. You just make your fingers without any tension on the fret. You just have a little tension free on your fingers, like this, okay. Okay, 2 times on the up stroke and then down stroke with a sudden pause or a tension free on your fingers, like this. Okay. And after that, you play the 1st fret of the 1st string, and then you pull off to the open 1st string, like this, and you do this 2 times, 1 and 2, like this. Okay, so let me show it to you from the beginning. Like this. And then you come to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then pull off to the 1st fret of the 2nd string, like this, okay. And then you bring your ring finger to the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and then you play the 3rd fret of the 6th string along with the open 2nd string, okay, 2 strings together. And then you hit the hammer on to the 1st fret of the 2nd string, like this, okay. So let us see it from the beginning very slowly. And then you bring, on the same position, you bring your pinky finger to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string by letting your ring finger to the same position, that is on 3rd fret of the 6th string. You hit the up stroke again from the 2nd string 2 times, like we did it before on the A minor chord, okay, like this. Don't hit the 1st string, you just hit the up stroke from the 2nd string, okay. Like this. And then after that, you hit the down stroke again from the 4th string till the 2nd string, and then have the same tension free on the fret of the guitar, like this. Like this. Okay, so let us play from the beginning till here. So now, on the normal tempo, it sounds like this. Okay. So now let us learn the next part of the intro lesson. It sounds like this. Okay. So for this, we come to the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and we hit that fret on the 2nd string. Okay, and after that we block the 3rd fret of the 2nd string like this, and then again come back to the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and this time you pull off to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string like this. Okay. Okay. And after that you slide it to the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And then pull off to the open 2nd string. Okay, so let me show it to you slowly again. First of all, on the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and then 3rd fret of the 2nd string, one at a time. Okay, 1 and 2, and after that you again come back to the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and this time you pull off to the 3rd fret 2nd string on the same blocking like this. Okay, you don't hit this, you don't hit on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, you just pull off to the 3rd fret of 2nd string on the same hitting on the 5th fret of 2nd string. Okay, and then slide back to the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and then you pull off to the open 2nd string. Okay, and after that you bring your thumb to the 1st fret of the 6th string, and then you bring your middle finger to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Okay, and you hit the 6th string and then 3rd strings together. And then hit the open 2nd string. Okay, and then you bring your index finger to the 1st fret of 2nd string and hit the 2nd string. And then hit the upstroke from the 2nd string. And this time, just for one time, you hit the upstroke, and then hit the downstroke again with the pause on your left hand side of the chords like this. Like this. Okay, and after that you play the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and then 1st fret of the 2nd string, and after that you again play the 3rd fret of 2nd string and pull off to the 1st fret of the 2nd string. So at first you hit the you hit both the fret, 3rd and the 1st fret, and on the 2nd time you hit the 3rd fret, but on the 1st fret you pull off, you hit it with the pull off on the 2nd string. Okay, like this. Okay, and then bring it, pull off to the open 2nd string, and then play the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Okay, so let us see till here. And after that you play the open 6th string along with the 1st fret of the 3rd strings together, and then play the 2nd fret of the 3rd string like this, and then hit the open 2nd string, and then again back to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and then back to the 1st fret of the 3rd string like this, and hit the 6th string open and then 1st fret of the 2nd string, 1st fret of the 3rd strings together. Okay, so let us see it from the second part of the first intro. Okay, so here we complete the inter part of this lesson. Let us see it from the beginning. Okay, so now we come to the main melody part of the song, and sounds like this. Okay, so here we come to the A minor chord, and here we play the fourth string 3 times. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And after that you hit the fifth string open, and then open second string together, like this. And then you hit the hammer on to the first fret of the second string with the index finger. And then pluck the second string on the first fret. Hammer on and then pluck. Okay? And then hit the slap like this with your thumb on the string. Okay, like this. After the slap, you hit the fifth string open and then first fret of the second strings together, like this. And then play back the first fret of the second string and hit the slap again. But this time, while you hit the slap, you also try to hit the open second string with the middle finger, like this. Okay, just the second string. If it's difficult for you, you can just play it with the slap. Okay, if it's possible, you can play the slap along with the hitting on the open second string, like this. Okay, so let me show it to you slowly from the beginning. Okay, you can hear the sound, the slap and the second strings together, like this. You can just, if it's difficult for you, you can just get it with the slap only. And after hitting the slap, you play the first fret of the second string again. Okay? Like this. So we have completed until here. Let me show it to you at first. Okay, and after this we come to the G major chord, that is your middle finger to the third fret of the sixth string and your ring finger to the third fret of the second string, and here we play these two strings together. And after that you release your ring finger and then play the open second string. Okay, and after that you hit the slap and then play this sixth string on the third fret and open second strings together, like this. Okay, so from the beginning. Okay, and after that you play the open second string and hit the slap. So while you hit the slap, you also try to make the sound of the second fret of the third string. Okay, like this. And after that you hit the open second string again, like this. Okay, so from the beginning. And after that you play the first fret of the sixth string and the open second strings together. And after that you hit the hammer on to the first fret of the second string, like this. Okay? And after that you bring your middle finger to the second fret of the third string and hit the second fret of the third string and hit the slap, and then play the first fret of the sixth string and second fret of the third strings together, like this. Okay, so from the beginning. And after that you hit back the second fret of the third string and then hit the slap on the first fret of the third string, like this. Okay, you hit the slap and also try to make the sound of the first fret of the third string, and back to the second fret of the third string. Like this. Okay? And you come to the E major chord, and here you play the sixth string, third string and second strings together, like this. And after that you hit the three strings together on the E major chord, you play the third strings on the E major chord and hit the slap, and then again play the three strings together, like this. Okay? Okay, so from the beginning, slowly. So after this, we're playing the same melody again for the second time, but there's a little difference on the two part of the melody. So let me show it to you at first how it sounds like. So after this, so the entire melody is the same, with just a difference here in the beginning at first. So before we played the fourth string three times like this. So this time we'll be playing three times again, but with the slap in between, like this. Like this, okay? So hit the fourth string on the second fret and hit the slap, and then again block the fourth string on the same fret, like this. Okay, so while you hit the slap, you try to make the sound of the second fret of the fourth string, like this. Okay, like this. You can just play the fourth string on the E minor itself, or you can play it by bringing it down to the A minor chord, because the fourth string is on the same fret, either in the E minor chord or either in the A minor chord. Okay, like this. And after that you again play the same melody. So there's the same melody that you played before, and after that you come to the G major chord. Before we played like this. So now we've got a little change on the melody. It sounds like this, like this. So for this you get started with the sixth string and then second string on the third fret. And after that you play the second string and then slide it down to the fifth fret of the second string. So while you slide, you hit the strumming and the slap, like this. You slide it down to the fifth fret of the second string along with the slap. Okay, and then bring it back to the third fret of the second string again. And after that you play the sixth string on the third fret and open second strings together, like this. Okay, so slowly. So while you slide it down to the fifth fret of the second string, you also hit the slap. Okay, and bring it back to the pull off to the third fret of second string, and then hit the sixth string and open second strings together. So this is the only change we have on this melody. After that, all the melody on the F major chord and the E major chord is the same. Okay, so from here, so this is the same. Okay, so this is the same melody on the F major chord and E major chord. So let me show it to you, this both of the part from the beginning. This is the first part, and second part. So now let us learn the next part in songs like this. Okay, so for this we come to the A minor chord, and here we play the fifth string open, and then play the third string like this, and then we hit the slap. Okay, like this. And after that we play the fifth string and then second string on the A minor chord together, like this. Okay, and after that we hit the third fret and then hit the slap along with the strumming on the third and second strings together, like this. Okay, so all together it sounds like this. Okay, and after that we come to the G major chord. Here we get started by placing our ring finger to the third fret of the sixth string, and then we play that fret like this, and then play the open third string and then hit the slap like this. So all together. And after that we bring our pinky finger to the third fret of the second string, and we play the third fret of sixth string and third fret of second strings together, like this. Okay, so after that we play the first fret of the second string like this, and hit the slap and then open second string. Okay, first fret of the second string and then hit the slap and then open second string. So slowly on the G major chord. Sorry, like this. Okay, and after that we come to the F major chord by placing our thumb to the first fret of the sixth string, and we hit that fret and then play the second fret of the third string and then hit the slap like this. And after that slap we play the first fret of the second string along with the first fret of six strings together. Okay, and then play back the second fret of the third string like this, and hit the slap. Hit the slap along with the second and third string together on this fret. First fret on the second string and the second fret of the third strings along with the slap, like this. Okay, like this. So let us see all together till here. And after that we come to the A major chord. So for this we begin by playing the open 6 strings and then hit the third string and hit the slap and then play the 6th string open and second string open together, like this. Okay, so at last you can play the second string, third string and 6th string, all 3 strings together to have a better sound, like this. Or you can just play the 6th and second strings together. Okay, it sounds like this. Like this, and we end here. Okay? So let us see from the beginning. Okay, so the next part sounds like this. So let us learn this part first. So for this we come to the E major chord, and here we get started by playing the 4th string, 3rd string and then 2nd string, one at a time. Okay, like this. And after that we hit the 6th strings, 4th string and then 3rd strings together. So together we play these 3 strings together for 3 times, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so from the beginning, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and then all 3 strings together, 6th, 4th and 3rd, 3 times. Okay, so it sounds like this, like this. And after that you come to the 3rd fret of the 4th string and then play that fret, and then after that 2nd fret of the 3rd string and then 1st fret of the 2nd string. This is the F major chord. Okay, one at a time. Sorry, like this. And after that you bring your thumb to the 1st fret of the 6th string, and here you play 6th string, 4th string on the same position, that is on the F major chord, 4th string and the 3rd strings together. So it's a similar way we play like this 3 times. Again here we play the 6th, 4th and 3rd 3 times, like this. Okay, so let me show it to you slowly till here. Okay, and after that we again play the 3rd fret of the 4th string and then play the open 2nd string, sorry, open 3rd string, and then play the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, like this. And after that you play the 3rd fret of the 6th string along with the 2nd open strings together, like this. And then play the 2nd fret of the 3rd string again. And then play this open 2nd string and then hammer on to the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Okay, like this. And after that you play the open 2nd string again. Sorry. And then after you play the hammer on and the open 2nd string and play back the second fret of the third string, and then third fret of the fourth string, like this. So let me show it to you slowly again. Like this, okay? And after that you come to the E major chord again, and this time we play 6th string, 4th string and 3rd string together 3 times like we did it before, okay? Okay, so let us see it slowly from the beginning. Okay, so now we'll be playing the same melody again, but this time with the slap. So it sounds like this. Okay, so for this we again come to the E major chord, and here we get started with playing the 4th string, and then play the 3rd string like this, and then 2nd string. So 1 string at a time, 4th, 3rd and 2nd. And after that we play the 6th string, 4th string and 3rd strings together. And after that we play only the 4th and 2nd, 3rd strings together like this. And after that we hit the slap, and then play the 6th, 4th and 3rd strings together like this, okay? So we're just adding the slap on the previous melody. Like this, okay? So slowly. And after that we come to the F major chord again. Here we play the 4th string, and then 3rd fret of the 4th string and 2nd fret of the 3rd string, one at a time. And then play the 1st fret of the 2nd string, okay? One at a time, okay? And then bring your thumb to the 1st fret of the 6th string, letting your 3 fingers on the same position of the F major chord, that is 1st fret on 2nd string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and 3rd fret of the 4th string. And here we play 6th, 4th and 3rd strings together. And then play the 4th and 3rd string only together like this, okay? Like this, and then hit the slap, and then play the 6th, 4th and 3rd strings together. So it's the same pattern that we played on the E major chord, okay? Like this. Okay, let us see it from the beginning. So let us see till here. It sounds like this. So we have completed till here. And after that, from the same position, we play the 3rd fret of the 4th string, and then we release our middle finger and then hit the slap along with the open 3rd string, okay? Like this. You try to hit the slap with your thumb along with the open 3rd string. Try to hit that open 3rd string with the slap, okay? With the index finger, okay? Like this. And after you hit the open 3rd string with the slap, you play the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, okay? So it sounds like this, like this, okay? And after that you come to the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and you play the 3rd fret of the 6th string along with the open 2nd strings together like this. Okay, and then back to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string like this, like this. after that you hit the slap. Okay, like this. Okay, and after the slap you play the third fret of the 6th string along with the open 2nd strings together, like this, and then hit the hammer on this 1st fret of this 2nd string, like this. Okay, and after the hammer on to this 1st fret of 2nd string you play the open 2nd string. Okay, okay, and then play the 2nd fret of 3rd string. Okay, like this. And after you play the 2nd fret of 3rd string you hit the slap and then play the 3rd fret of the 4th string, like this. Okay, so let me show it to you slowly again. Like this. Okay, so from the beginning. And after that you come to the E major chord and here you play the strumming, like this. Okay, it's just normal strumming. You just hit the down strumming on the E major chord and then bring the upstroke strumming like this, and hit the slap and then hit the down strumming again, like this. Okay, again just play it in your own style, like this. Okay, again just play it like this as well, like we have learned before. Okay, so from the beginning it sounds like this. So now we come to the last part of this arrangement and sounds like this. Okay, so this is the same melody that we've learned before in the beginning of this lesson. So we're just adding the slap on this part. Okay, so let me show it to you slowly for the first time. So let us learn this part first. So we begin by playing the open 2nd string, and the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and then 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Okay. And then we come to the A minor chord and here we play the open 5th string and open 2nd strings together, like this. And hit the upstroke on the 1st, 2nd and 3rd string, like this. And after that hit the slap. And then hit the open 5th string and open 1st strings together again, like this. Okay, like this. And after that you play the 1st fret of the 1st string and then pull off to the open 2nd string like this. Okay, and after that you hit the slap along with the 1st fret of the 2nd string like this, like this. And again back to the pull off to the open 1st string, like this. Okay, you hit the slap along with the sound of the 1st fret of the 1st string. You don't make just don't make the sound of the other strings. You just try to hit the 1st fret of the 1st string, like this. So it will be possible if you keep on practicing like this. So again, like this. Okay, after that you play the third fret of the second string and then first fret of the second string, like this. Okay, and then play this third fret of the sixth string and open second strings together, like this. After you play the third fret of the sixth string and then open second string, you play the first fret of the second string and then third fret of the second string, and then hit the slap. Okay, and at last you play the third fret of the sixth string and third fret of second strings together. Okay, so slowly. After that you play this one. Okay, so for this you play the fifth fret of the second string and then third fret of the second string, and after that you hit the slap along with the fifth fret of the second string, like this, and after that you pull off to the third fret of the second string. It's the same melody that I've learned it before in the beginning. If you're able to play that, you can play this as well. Okay, and then pull off to the first fret of second string and pull off back to the open second string, like this. Okay, and after that, so you play this first fret of the sixth string along with the second fret of the third string together, and then play the open second string. Okay, and then first fret of the second string and hit the slap, and after the slap you play this first fret of the sixth string and first fret of the second strings together, like this. Okay, so after that, so you play the third fret of the second string and then first fret of the second string, and on the second time you hit the slap along with the third fret of the second string, like this, and pull off to the first fret of the second string and then play second fret of the third string, like this. Okay, and after that, okay, so for this you play the first fret of the third string along with the open sixth string, and then play the second fret of the third string and then play the open second string and hit the slap. Okay, and then play the sixth string open and second fret of the third string together, and after you hit the open sixth string and second fret of the third string, you come back to the first fret of the third string. You hit 2 times on the first fret of the third string, like this. Okay, so from the beginning. So you repeat this again for the second time. And at last you play So you hit this second fret of the fourth string 3 times and play the finger rolling from the open fifth string to the third string and open second string, and then hammer on to the first fret of the second string on the A minor chord. And at last you just play the strumming like this till the first string. Okay, so that's how we ended our lesson here. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching the lesson.